So let's begin the broadcast with some breaking inputs coming in. The Twisha death dowry case. We're given to understand that senior CBI officials have now joined the questioning process as the probe intensifies, with the CBI vehicle now that has just entered Giribala's residence for further investigation. Remember, Giribala Singh is an accused in the death of her daughter-in-law Twisha Sharma. Her anticipatory bail was quashed by the High Court. Let's go across to Priyank, who's getting us more details. Priyank, we're given to understand that senior CBI officials have now joined the process. They will be taking part in the interrogation.
See, Swati, in a short while from now, Giribala Singh will be formally arrested by the Central Bureau of Investigation because the CBI had clearly stated before the Honorable High Court during the cancellation and quash of the anticipatory bail application of Giribala Singh that they want to continue with the custodial interrogation. Around 11 a.m. today, the CBI team has reached to this location. This is a crime spot also, and this is the residence of Giribala Singh, where the CBI team officials have questioned her for the last 4 hours. In the latest development, one more team of the CBI, including the senior officials from the Central Bureau of Investigation, had come here, and their vehicle has been taken inside, which clearly shows that Giribala will be taken out from this particular house anytime soon. So the CBI arresting Giribala is going to be a major development in this case, because so far she had been evading arrest from any of the agency. The moment the FIR was filed, within 2 hours from then, she had managed to get the anticipatory bail from the lower court here in Bhopal. What was also important, that the court was also apprised, the High Court was also apprised about the fact that in this short time period, Giribala had managed to get all those documents, the medical document of her deceased daughter-in-law, and also those travel documents, including the payment which was done through the UPI to Giribala Singh, to Twisha Sharma. So all these documents was clearly showing that the suspect had an indication that she could be arrested anytime soon after the FIR was filed, and there were several coordinated effort which was made by Giribala Singh. The CBI argument, along with the state argument, was clear that she is an influential person and she can tamper with the evidence. But the court had also taken this point, and in the court order, the 17-page court order, which we have managed to access, the court has mentioned that there are discrepancies, and Giribala is certainly someone who is privy to the forensic as well as the cyber investigation, and she can tamper the evidence. CBI team is here, and anytime soon she will be taken out, which will show that she has been formally arrested.
Absolutely. So the CBI has made it clear that they want to do custodial interrogation. Giribala Singh's anticipatory bail was quashed. And like Priyank, you were pointing out, the judge did observe that there were consistent allegations, and there were allegations of non-cooperation as well.
See, certainly, non-cooperation is certainly something on which the CBI will be arresting her, because the court had also mentioned in the order copy that she is a person who is privy to the forensic as well as the cyber investigation, and she can tamper with the evidence. And the exclusive footage which we managed to access, Swati, which we showed it to our viewers on Sunday itself, it was clearly showing that she had sent a bunch of lawyers to that particular parlor, and they tried to take out the evidence, which could have been a very important piece for the investigating agency. So that's a clear-cut indication that the tampering of evidence was happening from her side. Continuation to that, the court has also mentioned that there are few injury marks on the left arm of the deceased, as well as in the ring finger of the deceased, and 2 more injury marks were ante-mortem, and there is no clear-cut indication that how these marks happened, and this was not mentioned in the first post-mortem. One more point, Swati, CBI has done a tunnel kind of recreation of this particular area with 360-degree camera, which will establish the chain of incident, and that can show the movement of Twisha, and any kind of foul play will be reflected during this.
All right, Priyank, do stay on with us. Now, in a massive late-night setback for retired Judge Giribala Singh, the Madhya Pradesh High Court has cancelled the anticipatory bail that was granted to Twisha Sharma's mother-in-law in the sensational dowry death case. The High Court pulled up the earlier bail order and observed that allegations were not restricted to husband Samarth Singh alone, but also directly involved Giribala Singh. Remember, questions have been raised right from day one, ever since Giribala Singh started making those statements and the details that came to fore about her getting in touch with the salon officials, getting in touch with individuals who installed CCTV at her residence. We have some breaking inputs coming in. This is what Priyank was just talking about, the methodology that has been used by CBI to recreate what transpired in those last few hours just ahead of Twisha's death. So the CBI is using a tunnel view, a virtual walkthrough to reconstruct Twisha Sharma's final hours at her residence in Bhopal, creating a minute-by-minute digital timeline of her movements. Investigators are combining the CCTV footage that's available, mobile data, Wi-Fi logs and forensic inputs to trace her last known actions and examine possible inconsistencies or tampering in the case. And Priyank continues to be with us on the broadcast. Priyank, from day one, questions have been raised on how Giribala Singh acted. There were, allegations that because she understands law so well, she always tried to stay one step ahead of the police, of the investigation, herself trying to gather data, getting in touch with the beauty parlor, sending lawyers there who, acted as they were investigators in the case, got in touch with the individuals who installed the CCTV. All of that has raised several serious questions on our conduct.
Yes, it is, Swati. The Central Bureau of Investigation is trying to piece together all those evidence because the exclusive footage which we managed to access and none of the channels had clearly shows that there were 3 lawyers who reached out to the beauty parlor. Let me show you. This is the house of Twisha where her body was found on the top floor, and there itself is the beauty parlor which is right next to this particular stretch of the road. So from there, she attempted to get the footage, which was very important piece of investigation. And this particular parlor was the location where Twisha had visited a few hours before her body was found on the rooftop. What happened in between? Twisha was talking to her parents till 9:41, and then Giribala did not pick the call. So CBI wants to know that what happened in the last 40 minutes, because that is the crucial time period which they are focusing as of now. Because CBI had already got statement of the initial statement which was recorded to the local police by Twisha's parents, where the mother has stated that she was talking to her with a WhatsApp call. Later to that, around 10:20, Giribala told the parents of Twisha that Twisha is no more. So what happened in this time period, this 40 minutes is very important. If you can see, these are the CCTV cameras, Swati. There are digital evidences that show that from which time period till when Twisha was talking to whom. Till 9:41, there is a clear-cut trace of what happened to Twisha. She was talking to the family member. But later to that, if the 3D dimensional videos will be attached with the footage of the CCTV camera which is installed here, will also be added to the call logs which is there in the public domain, which has been presented before the court also during the anticipatory bail application, then that can clearly create a tunnel kind of walkthrough of the deceased in this case. This is the first time, I would say, this technology is being so, vastly being used by Central Bureau of Investigation. CBI is going to arrest Giribala Singh. That's eminent because they have made their stand very much clear. But in this time period, CBI would like to know that what sort of evidence she was trying to tamper, what happened in between the mother-in-law as well as Twisha, how these injuries were caused,
and why last known details about her movement are being recreated with the help of technology to understand what transpired in those last few hours. Priyank, stay on with us. This is one of the biggest turning points, in fact, as far as the investigation is concerned in court, the post-mortem report. The High Court recorded that 6 separate injuries were found on Twisha Sharma's body before death, including injuries on her left arm, ring finger and head as well. Referring to the post-mortem report, the High Court observed that these injuries were not caused while taking down the body or during transport to hospital. And now, in a dramatic escalation in the Twisha Sharma case, CBI officers have entered Giribala Singh's residence. This comes just hours after the Madhya Pradesh High Court cancelled the anticipatory bail granted to Twisha's mother-in-law Giribala Singh, a former judge herself. With that legal shield now gone, the arrest action can follow any moment. We also have some breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast. The CBI is connecting crucial missing links and time gaps in the Twisha Sharma case as inconsistencies emerge in statements, including those of the main accused. Officials from the special crime branch are recording statements of Samarth and Giribala, while key timeline detail reveals Twisha's last call to her father at 9:41, followed by distressing conversation and unanswered calls. Let's go across to Priyank, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. So Priyank, you were telling us that the arrest can happen anytime now. Before that happens, at the moment, of course, the CBI is trying to connect the dots based on the statements that have been made, and they're also finding irregularities and inconsistencies.
Yes, certainly, Swati. CBI is trying to piece together what happened in the last 40 minutes because that is a crucial bit of investigation which they need to bring during the course of investigation. Till 9:41, Twisha was on phone with the parents. At 10:20, it was informed to the parents of Twisha that Twisha is no more. So what happened in this particular time period? And the conduct of the accused, Giribala Singh, let's come back to that point also. It's also very questionable. A mourning family, which would have been in a state of shock, trauma, was actually collecting evidence so that they can get anticipatory bail from the court. Within 2 hours of time period after the FIR was filed, Swati, anticipatory bail application was moved, and that too application was not without any kind of evidence. They had produced 4 to 5 medical records. They had produced the record of the abortion. They had produced the record of the recheck, which was done from the doctor's side when the doctor had checked with Samad that what is the condition of Twisha. They had produced the UPI payment record. They had also produced the record of the train ticket and the cancellation ticket. So this is not a normal phenomena which any parents or the family or the in-laws or husband would be doing, that instead of being in the state of mourning, they moved to the court, they got the anticipatory bail confirmed from the court, and the court had also gone ahead more than what was reserved. That's what the High Court has also pointed out. That's why this...
So even before the mourning period was over, Samarth's family, especially the mother-in-law, Giribala Singh, was looking for evidence to ensure that her name and her son's name is in the clear, that there are no allegations leveled against them. They were trying to create a shield for themselves even before, like I said, the mourning period was over, and she indulged in character assassination of her daughter-in-law. Thank you very much, Priyank. For the moment, keep an eye on all the developments taking place. We're shifting our focus to more breaking inputs on the broadcast. A high-level meeting on NEET leak case was held at Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's residence with Union Ministers Dharmendra Pradhan and Jyotiraditya Scindia, along with the NTA DG Abhishek Singh and senior PMO officials in attendance. According to sources, the meeting has now concluded. We'll also go across to my colleague Pragya, who's getting us more details on this high-level meeting that was held at Defence Minister's residence. Yes, Pragya.
Swati, it was very important meeting and a significant one. Remember, the retest of NEET is going to be held on 21st of June. And in fact, government does not want to take any chances this time. In fact, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan and also Union Minister Mr. Rajnath Singh. Rajnath Singh is the one who is supervising the NEET UG examination preparations. And in fact, this time Jyotiraditya Scindia has also been roped in because he is also in charge of the northeastern states. Remember, this is a hilly area and this is an area where there are remote centers also. So efforts are ongoing to ensure that at least the students won't face any difficulty in reaching the examination center, and also they won't have any hassles, undertaking the examination system also. The immediate step that they are going to take is to ensure safe and secure examination this time, along with the strengthened SOPs that they had put in place, and so that there is no case that has occurred last time, come to fore. Many surveillance teams have also been, prepared, and also there are many steps that have been taken to ensure that this is a glitch-free examination right now. Apart from that, there have been interministerial coordination and interagency coordination with the states as well to ensure that there is no cheating. There is AI system that ensures that the examination is done properly with transparent and fair process.
Absolutely. Pragya, do stay on with us. One, of course, is the issue of NEET paper leak. The other issue that has troubled students and parents is the claims and counterclaims that were exchanged between Congress MP Rahul Gandhi and the Central Board of Secondary Education. Now, this is about the CBSE paper correction methodology, over which several questions were raised by the students and their parents. Political war of words also there intensifying with massive tampering allegations being leveled. So let's listen in first to what Rahul Gandhi said, how the entire political firestorm began.
First, why and by whom was COEMPT given the CBSE contract? Second, which procedures were circumvented to give Coempt this contract. If we could figure out in 30 seconds that this company earlier had a different name, why didn't the CBSE figure this out? And why were no background checks done? Third, and most important, what is the exact relationship between Coempt management and the Modi government? CBSE students right now and their parents are anxious, they've been traumatized, and the Prime Minister of India has nothing to say. An independent judicial probe and an SIT are required to find out the real culprits behind this crime. We stand with the students and we are to help and protect you in any way we can.
So you heard the allegations leveled by Rahul Gandhi. Now, Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has responded to these allegations. Listen in. We have some breaking inputs coming in. You heard the war of words. Now we're given to understand the Education Minister has chaired a review meeting. The Class 12 evaluation process has been reviewed is what we're given to understand. So he also hit out at Rahul Gandhi earlier saying this is nothing but frustration of losing elections. Amidst the political war of words, a key review meeting was chaired by the Education Minister at CBSE headquarters, where the Class 12 evaluation and post-result process was reviewed. The discussions focused on strengthening digital platforms, introducing a student-friendly re-evaluation portal. Let's go back to Pragya, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. Pragya, here at Times Now, in fact, we spoke about the concerns of the students, of the parents, and then we saw how some students applied for re-evaluation and realized that those papers answer sheets were not there. CBSE officials got in touch with them. There is a problem. The government says we are trying to correct it, but Rahul Gandhi is politicizing.
Well, absolutely, and this is why Union Minister for Education, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, has said that this is not a time for politics. It might add to the stress of the students, the parents, and many people around them. So, let's keep the politics aside and should focus on how the examination and re-evaluation can be done without stressing the students. And also, they have roped in IIT Madras and IIT Kanpur to ensure that the digital system is technically glitch-free. And this is why the review meeting was taken by Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan at CBSE headquarters today. Remember, the minister is also saying that this time they are ensuring that this was re-evaluation system was a new system. It was more of a digital system, and this time they're trying to fix the glitches. He is very sorry and he apologized for the inconvenience caused to the students, and he said that he is taking the full responsibility. When the minister is saying that he takes a full responsibility, he is ensuring that even the payment gateway and portal stability, all of that has been taken into consideration during the re-evaluation. He is also saying that we are trying to fix the system and we will ensure that no one will have that stress anymore. So, at such a point, this is a very sensitive, crucial point. Everyone needs to be patient this time, because at the end of the day, it is the future of the students that is most important rather than politics. And this is exactly what Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan is saying, that let's not do politics this time. We will keep politics for some other time, but let's just focus on the students and the re-evaluation system and just fixing the problem in the digital system. So it looks like that the war of words is going to continue at behest of the Congress students as well.
Right, but the system, the process, re-evaluation process and post-examination is under review at the moment. Thank you very much, Pragya, for getting us the details. Moving on. After Delhi's elite Gymkhana club made headlines due to eviction notice by the centre, another ultra-exclusive club in the country has come under the spotlight. Mumbai's Breach Candy Club. It is being slammed on social media for its controversial racist policy that restricts trust membership to European passport holders. That's right. Even decades after independence, a club in India's financial capital doesn't allow Indians in its trust. Amid this, an old comment by Congress MP Shashi Tharoor has surfaced. Former Union Minister Shashi Tharoor wrote in his book, The Elephant, the Tiger and the Cell Phone. As a child, I was thrown out of Breach Candy swimming pool in Mumbai for being an Indian, a state of existence my innocent American host had not imagined would pose a problem in India. Founded in 1878 as a European-only enclave in Bombay, the Breach Candy Club did not admit Indian members until the 1960s. So let's tell you a little bit more about this popular elite club, the Breach Candy Club. It was founded in 1878, colonial-era elite club and governed by Europeans. The land belongs to the government of Maharashtra and Indians are not allowed. They were not allowed until the 60s as far as the trust is concerned. Europeans are allowed, only Europeans are allowed to become members of the trust. And there's a 10+ year wait list to get a membership of this elite club. The fee is around 1.2 crore. So the Europeans only rule has now sparked a major outrage. Here's what Shashi Tharoor said. Let's break down the details of what Shashi Tharoor said. And this is part of his book as well. He said, I was thrown out of Breach Candy Club in 60s. No justification for racist provision on government land. Club constitution. And he's asking this, is it bigger than our constitution? That's what Mr. Tharoor had to say. This has definitely led to a massive outrage. Europeans only rule has sparked outrage. Even today, no Indian can be part of the trust of this elite club. The irony is that the land belongs to the government, to the Maharashtra government. This is what Harsh Goenka, chairperson of the RPG, said. Let's now tell you about other elite clubs in India and the controversies that have surfaced now. First is the Gymkhana Club in the national capital, which now faces an eviction battle. And then you have the Breach Candy Club in Mumbai, where only Europeans are allowed in the trust. Then you have the Delhi Golf Club. In 2017, a Khasi woman was asked to leave because of her attire. Bombay Gymkhana, there's a dispute with BMC over land acquisition. In the Bengal Club, Europeans did not like the fact that Indians were present in the dining hall. In Calcutta Club, the membership is only to men, and it was only to men till about 2007. In Madras Gymkhana Club, Shashi Tharoor was denied entry to his sister's event because he was wearing a kurta. Let me go across to Rucha, who's getting us more details as far as the Breach Candy Club is concerned. After the entire controversy over Delhi Gymkhana, there's a new controversy that is unfolding, and this is about the Breach Candy Club, where only Europeans can become members of the trust.
Well, definitely this has now become a topic of debate since Shashi Tharoor himself has shared his experience that when he was young in the 1960s, he was kicked out of the club only because he was Indian. Similarly, Harsh Goenka also expressed concerns about the same, that even today, even though some members are there which are Indian, but the trust members cannot be Indian. It has to be European or European descent, someone with a European passport who lives in Mumbai only. So it is concerning that the club is currently placed at Maharashtra government's land. It is in Mumbai. It is a prime location. It connects Nepean Sea Road and Coastal Road, one of the most elite areas of Mumbai, where at the club several Bollywood celebrities often visit, several big names, big leaders, industrialists also visit. But people like Harsh Goenka, Shashi Tharoor were also not allowed to be a member there, a trust member there, and that is a topic that has now become a concerning topic of debate, that even today, after Britishers ruled India, after we are now a free country.
Yes, in India on government lands, and they discriminate against Indians. Thank you very much, Rucha, for getting us the details. We'll have a quick break on the broadcast.